babies in your diapers. Welcome to the Tiberius Show with your host, Tiberius Boy.
That's me, Tiberius. Today, we're going to talk about some very awesome stuff. We have an awesome video game to talk about, a great book about a sleepover, novel on the scroll report, and we got a totally awesome guest. The one, the only, the amazing, Mr. Coach Oz Martin. Coach Oz is a teacher and middle school basketball coach at the Christ School.
Hello, how are you? Good to be here.
Today, we're going to start off with the video game of the week, and this is going to be a gooey one.
And now it's time for the video game of the week.
Today's video game is World of Goo. So this is a game on the Epic platform. This game was first made by the Nintendo Wii, and it was really cool that it was only made by 2 people. They are called the 2D Boys. Okay, so my dad gave me this game, and he really does not like puzzle games. But well, it was good. I love this goo. So you start off looking at a tower, and you figure out you are supposed to pull on the goo to make supports that allows you to build taller and taller towers. So the goo balls will bounce around until you grab one and play it and make it a support beam. Well, if you keep building up, you will find the exit, and any goo balls left will be allowed to escape. Now, there are different types of goo balls. Some can catch on fire, some can be connected and reconnected again, and others can't. Some are elastic, and some can even act like balloons to hold the other goo supports up high. This can make for some very hard puzzles. I like solving some of them, and when you win, it makes you feel really, really good. I give World of Goo 9 out of 10 stars because, well, really, I like solving the problems and watching the extra goo escape and fill the jar. Some of them aren't too hard for me to solve yet, but I will keep trying. If you are ever injured at work or in a car accident, you should call my friend Chuck. Wait, you are not Chuck.
My dad can help when people get hurt. He loves to help people. You can call him at 407-801-2667.
See www.smithlaw.com. That website again is cwsmithlaw.com.
Does it actually have that much W's?
Over 40 years, Lighthouse Central Florida has provided education, independent life skills, and job training to thousands of Central Floridians who live with blindness or any degree of vision loss. Whether it's picking out clothes in the morning or just moving around your community and serving Orange, Seminole, and Osceola counties. Contact Lighthouse Central Florida at 407-898-2483 or visit them online at lighthousecfl.org.
And now we're all ready for the book of the week.
Amelia Bedelia Sleeps Over. This book is written by Herman Parrish. Let me read you the back of the book. In fact, Coach Oz, would you want to do the honor?
I will definitely do that. It's ideal. Amelia Bedelia's friend Rose is having a slumber party. It's Amelia Bedelia's first sleepover, and she's confused. Isn't sleeping boring? Luckily, all the girls in Amelia Bedelia's class are there, and the party is the exact opposite of boring. There are pizzas to eat, games to play, and fingernail polish in all colors of the rainbow to admire. And when it's time to go to sleep, well, something unexpected happens then, too. Amelia Bedelia discovers that friends and family are the best, no matter what time of day it is. In this easy-to-read book, that it is just right for beginner readers.
So first off, this is an AR book. I am on my last quarter and almost done with my AR book. This book is worth 0.5 points or half a point. This book is a part of a series called the Amelia Bedelia book series for beginning readers. It's designed to have good stories and useful to help new readers get better at reading and understanding the story. So the story is about Amelia, and she's going on her first sleepover. She is worried because sleep is boring and she does not like to be bored. But instead, it was like a party with pizza and playing tag. And she even got to paint her nails with glitter glitter polish. They were very glittery. Or should I say very fancy? Then when it was time to sleep, they played with her flashlight and made shadow puppets until one by one, the girls fell asleep. There's more to the story, but you have to read the book to find out about the end. You have to. Like Amelia Bedelia Sleeps Over, 9 out of 10 stars because it is a great story. The ending was super cool. I think that everyone that is in 2nd grade should read this book because it will help you on your AR goal and teach you cool things you can do at a party with your friends and even a sleepover.
Sounds like a nice book.
Yup.
The Tiberius Show would like to thank one of our awesome sponsors, SlutChannelUS.com. These guys are very, very cool. They bring 21st century surface drainage solutions to reality. They can do corporate and government work. These are the guys that make roads and bridges safe in the rain. You can see all about them at SlutChannelUS.com. That website again is SlutChannelUS.com. The Tiberius Show would like to thank one of our dedicated sponsors, Custom Designs Orlando. These guys are on Mills Avenue and do all sorts of stuff, ranging from photo ID badges, engraved signs, custom Braille ADA signs, vinyl lettering, to trophies and awards. They can ship products all over the United States. You can reach them at 407-898-0373.
Today's guest is going to be so much fun. Today we have the one, the only, the amazing Mr. Coach Oz Martin. So Coach Oz is my PE teacher and basketball coach at the grade school. I love going to PE. So first off, how are you enjoying being on the show?
Oh, this is great. This is great to be here with you and tell a little bit about who I am and what I do.
So what's the best part about being a basketball coach?
You get to work and improve with kids and see them grow each and every time you come with them. They get to do better every time. I get to experience the best of who they are and help them create and they grow and to become better individuals and better kids and better young adults.
So why did you decide basketball over hoops?
Well, basketball was just an opportunity. A lot of the kids at the time when I started doing this was something that a lot of kids were playing.
So when did you start?
I started about 10 years ago coaching basketball. And it just started as something just fun to do. But then it turned into much more than that not just being a coach, a mentor, and other opportunities to work with kids to be good in school as well.
When you were a kid, what did you want to do when you grew up?
When I was a kid, actually I wanted to be an astronaut. I used to carry books around to want to be an astronaut. I used to carry my dad's old briefcase, and I had nothing but books about space in my dad's briefcase. So I wanted to be an astronaut.
Okay. When did you switch to coaching?
When it switched to coaching, I would say I've been around it my entire life, and I just never really started on it until a friend of mine asked me to coach basketball. And I just, never thought I had enough time. But the first time I ever did it, I got great enjoyment out of it. So it just started from there. Somebody asked me to volunteer coach.
So you were an assistant coach?
I took over a program working with somebody else, and I ended up the person who I was in for was not able to continue. So I just started from there and just kept going.
So what was the first job you ever had?
I was working in Tallahassee at a tennis center, and we would sweep. It was a clay court, and we would do the lines at a clay court. And I was 15 years old, and I was working at a tennis center, being doing maintenance.
Was there anything you learned from that job that helped you be a better coach?
You have to pay attention to detail and always think ahead of the game to what you want to teach kids every day.
My dad says you used to run a courier company. What does a courier do?
We did. Well, to start, before I actually was a courier, I was a runner for a law firm. And a runner for a law firm is just, court filings to basically running errands for the firm. So 1 year, they laid us all off in the office, and I said, I thought of an idea to, if I did this for one, that I could do it for many different corporations in Orlando. So it took me 2 years of marketing to really get a foothold on the business. So I would go to different offices downtown and visit them and talk about, trying to get them to do business. As far as a courier service is like FedEx, but local. You know how you get a package overnight? So if your dad called and said he wanted something delivered across town, and he wanted it same day or even to Jacksonville or Tampa, I would come in, pick up the package, and deliver it. So for a price. So it was a lot faster than you going to drop it off in a box for FedEx. You would call a person over the phone, they would come and get it and deliver it to wherever you wanted to go. Within an hour, you'll have it there instead of waiting till the next day. So like Amazon is doing right now, I was doing that. How you can order something on your computer and get it the same day, that's what we used to do.
What did you like better, running a career company or being a coach?
I would say being a coach, because I like it, because I'm working with our youth to not only show them what I used to do to get them to understand what it is to grow and change and find out what your purpose really is. Coaching is my purpose, and doing my delivery business was a dream, but there's a difference between dream and purpose. My purpose is to work with kids. My dream was to make money and be my delivery business, but coaching is my purpose and what I was supposed to do. My dad was a school principal, so I see in my entire life that he was working with kids, so that's what I was around my entire life to see that.
Okay. If our listeners wanted to grow up being a coach at an awesome school, what advice would you give them?
If they wanted to be, first and foremost, you have to, like it. First, if you do something, you gotta like it first. Then you'll love it. First and foremost, you can't do something that you don't like and do it as a job. You have to really want to do it. That's in your heart, that this is the job that you're gonna do, and do it the right way. So you have to do it the right way. Find out if it's for you, and if it is, get the proper education to do it to your best of your ability, and continually grow every time or every year that you could possibly do this job to be your very best every day.
So what was the biggest mistake that you ever made, and how did it change you as a person?
I would say not doing this sooner. I would say not doing this as far as teaching in the kids pro sooner. I had a friend of mine, his name was Don Madden. 7 years he would ask me to work with the kids, and I said no, because I had my delivery business, I was making money, and I thought I was good. So the one day I said yes was a yes that changed my life. He saw something in me that I did not even see in myself, that I could do this. I knew I had the potential of doing my entire life. Never even thought of it, of doing it. So now I'm doing my purpose and living my dream right now, and I'm here with you.
When you are not helping children develop their skills, what do you do for fun?
I play golf.
Basketball?
I'll play basketball to relax a little bit. I'll read a lot. I try and keep up with things that other people are doing with their youth in other parts of the country. So I read a lot and kind of research what's going on out there, what I can do differently, or if I'm on the right track of things that I'm doing. And I try to stay what they classify as hip. So I know the things that kids are doing right now, so I know how to help them best.
So what is your favorite book?
My favorite book is it's a book by Martin Luther King, and it talks about the I Have a Dream speech. I've read it a couple times, and it's called When the Trumpet Sounds, and I've read it a couple times, and it's a good book.
Okay, so do you play video games? What's your favorite one?
I played a video game. It was NFL Madden, and I only played it to beat my brother because he was good at it, and I really have not played video games, but NFL 2K and Madden is fun.
Okay. Can you tell me that one story? Remember this is the kid show, but that one story Well, that you're not supposed to tell me about.
One story. Let me see. What can I think of? Let me see. I'm trying to think of a good one. Oh, here's one. I was in school, and my dad was my school principal my last 2 years of high school. And this one day, my sister got in a fight at school, and I watched the fight. You know, when you see two people fighting, I watched. It was not much of a fight, but when it came down to it, we all had to go to my dad's office. So when he gave out punishment, I was the only one that got suspended from school. To this day, I'll ask him that question, he'll laugh. So he'll laugh. I think, to me, the grass at home needed to be cut. So the next day was Friday, so he wouldn't have to do it on Saturday. I guarantee you, he will not admit it. He won't say it. And the other one, when I started my delivery business, it became very, very successful. He had a conversation with me. He would say, I didn't tell you to start that. But when it was successful, he says, oh, you did a good job. So, my dad and my mom, they're very supportive of what I do. And, they watch everything. And, at the end of the day, my parents' support has just, been huge. I tell every child, you get one set of parents, love them and listen to everything they have to tell you, because that's the roadmap for your life.
Wow. That was a good story.
Yeah.
You almost made me cry there.
Yeah.
No kidding. Wow. Is there anything else you think my listeners should know about you?
We always tell the kids about finding out what their purpose is and do it the right way. When we talk to them about practice, it's a synonym, I use it as different words. Like the first word in practice is purpose, readiness, attitude, consistency. So practice to me means a different thing than you just going to basketball practice. It's about your life, and we teach them proper things, to do and say as they continue to grow their lives. You could be in the second grade and you could do this. I can teach you about purpose, and I can teach you about being ready for every day to be your best. Not just being your best, but actually you can make a difference as a second grader. As you keep moving along, your goals become greater and greater and greater.
My teacher says that I use math every day. Do you use math when you are at work?
Yes. We use it every day, because when kids sign up for them, you have to know how many students, how much the gym costs per. You have to average out to make a registration fee. You have to average out the cost to pay for the referees and for the gym costs when you play. Or do a regular sport, or if you do an event, you got to price out the cost for food and stuff like that. Oh yes, use math every single day. How many steps it is to walk to the bathroom or something like that.
Do you have a website or Facebook for my listeners to follow you?
Oh, yes. Our website is Legacy Youth Sports of Florida, and our Facebook is Legacy Youth Sports of Florida. And we do a lot of good things. We do a picture of the week, of a family of the week every week, and to show that our program is all about the family, and we help a lot of families in different situations, more than just basketball. If you're without, if you need food, or if you need clothing, or just a lot of different things that we help families do. And not just a family that's in our program. We also help do dinners at a group home. We do what we call our Boys to Men program, where we go out and talk to kids. And it's our mentoring program about doing better in school. They might be in an institution, so we go to them. Everybody don't come to us. So I want to make sure we know the program is not all about sports. It's all about you being a better person, all the way around. So that's what legacy is all about. We want to create a legacy for every kid to be able to be better and then help somebody else.
Okay. So thank you so much, Coach Josh, for being my special guest. Can you stick around for Math Corners?
Oh yes, let's do Math Corners.
Boom!
Mid-State Fire has been providing top-quality fire equipment services for 3 generations to the Central Florida area. Don't wait for an emergency to repair. Call Mid-State Fire today at 407-246-8855. Get your fire extinguishers and emergency lighting for both your home and businesses by visiting www.midstatefire.com. That number again is 407-246-8855. The Tiberius Show would like to thank Boggy Creek Airboat Adventures for being one of our sponsors. I got to go on an airboat and saw a real gator. I even got to go to the gem mine and mine for some gems. We ate a steak dinner at the restaurant and even got some gator rights. If you want to have a blast with the entire family, I suggest you go to www.bcairboats.com right now. Get your tickets today. The website again is bcairboats.com. Oak Ridge Gun Range is a family-oriented shooting range that has been in business for over 30 years. They specialize in basic firearm training and offer numerous services such as consignments, gun trades, gunsmithing, and concealed weapon classes. I even got my training for gun safety at Oak Ridge Gun Range. Great customer service, and firearm safety is what they do best. So find out more at oakridgegunrange.com.
Get ready, it's time for the Bowling Score Report.
This week I went to Fernandina Beach, so I did not get to go bowling. But I got to go horseback riding with Mom for Mother's Day on the beach, and well, that was so much fun. I even got to go fast on the horse. My mom got to go super fast, smiling from ear to her other ear. I got to visit my great-grandma and serve her Mother's Day breakfast. I got to be a waiter, a 5-star waiter, and learn how to serve all 6 mothers at the table and pour the water and clear away the plates from the right side of them. So we had 2 men cooking in the kitchen, and my dad and I were the waiters. It was so much fun, and all the mothers were very, very, very happy. So if you want to go bowling with me, be sure to join me at the new Summer League at Boardwalk Bowling Monday nights at 6:30 in the evening, bro.
Tiberius' favorite subject, it's Math Corners.
Thank you so much, Coach Oz, for helping me with Math Corners. We are going to talk about time. So now this is my dad's worst subject. To this day, he still has to look at his digital clock to tell the time. I can read the time faster than he can. So I have asked my mom to help me with my math homework on time. When you look at a clock, you see a circle with a point in the center. And then you see 2 rays coming from the center. A long ray is the minute hand, and the short ray is the hour hand. Sometimes if you are looking at a watch, there is a 3rd ray. It is very thin, but long hand that moves very fast. That is the 2nd hand. 1, 2, 3. So you can tell the time, but you just need to use the hour hand and the minute hand. On the hour hand, you just need to read the number, and that tells you what the hour is. Now for the minute, you take the number and times it by 5, and that is how many minutes it is. Now the only way to tell if it is AM or PM is to figure out if it is the morning or the afternoon. If it is before noon, it is AM, and if it is afternoon, it is PM. And get it? Afternoon. Coach Josh, do you not know all about how to read time?
I think I can handle it. I think I can do time.
So how do you use time when you're in basketball?
Well, we measure the time of a game.
Like
and the
1
time.
hour?
Well, no, by quarters. Yeah, in a basketball game, there's 4 quarters. So, or in some respects, in smaller, younger kids basketball, they use 8-minute quarters. So it's four times, so 4 quarters. So it's 32 minutes. As you go up in high school, they play 20-minute halves. Or college, you play 20-minute halves. And high school I think it's 16. So everybody uses time in a sport. You know, there's a time limit in baseball. There's especially in soccer as well, and football. So everybody uses time.
So thank you so much, Coach Oz, for your help with Math Corners.
Thank you.
And now it's time for Heart of a Lion. We at the Tiberius Show like living with the heart of a lion. Living with the heart of a lion stands for leadership, integrity, obedience, and nobility. We asked Dr. Ferret exactly what that means.
Leadership is really about influence. Leadership is, and the way we define it is good leadership, is about setting the right example and encouraging other people to do the right thing. Integrity is about doing right no matter what. Through life, there are a lot of different circumstances that arise, and integrity, someone who shows integrity, it doesn't matter what all the external things are, they always choose to do what is right. Obedience is about obeying those who are in authority over you, whether that's a teacher, a boss, a parent, that when you are asked to do something, that you respond with obedience, quickly and completely. Nobility is about having respect. It's about carrying yourself with respect and showing respect to others. When you put these four things together, that's Lion Strong.
This week we're going to talk about leadership. For me, I think leadership is the act of loving what is good and having self-control and being disciplined. The qualities of leadership are providing guidance and direction, organization, and being a positive influence on others. So I see leadership with my mom. This weekend, my mom got everything ready so I could see my great-grandma. Even though it was her Mother's Day as well, she organized all my clothes and toys, got my favorite music and snacks for the long car drive. I am sure she had other things she would like to be doing or fun for Mother's Day, but she had self-control and did the stuff to make it a fun trip for me. She even took me to the pinball museum, and it was so amazing. So, Coach Oz, did you just hear or use leadership at all this week?
Oh, yes. All weekend. Basketball and we just working with the kids all weekend and actually teaching them how to be leaders, on and off the court over the weekend. We use that all the time. It's one of our biggest things that we talk about. Not only leadership, but leading by example.
So can you give me an example?
Example of leadership. I would say if you see somebody that needs something, you're not always the one that needs to get it. Not to be one to get something all the time. And, you need to show that person how to lead by example. I was using a basketball analogy. Basketball is all about leading by example. So how you play. If you play hard, say if you didn't score a point, but you play defense, somebody else scored the points. You're doing your part. You're being a leader on the defense, and somebody else is carrying the load on offense. So you have to be that in life as well, and showing somebody else the way to do things the correct way. So being a leader is showing somebody to do it the correct way.
Above the heart of a lion virtues, which is your favorite?
Integrity.
So why?
Integrity, I think you have to be honest. It's all about honesty and trustworthiness. So if you don't have any of those things, leadership, obedience, and nobility, are there, but they don't work without integrity. You have to be honest and trustworthy to make all the rest of them go.
That's great. It's important to try and be lion strong in everything we do. And that's our show, folks. I want to thank the one, the only, Coach Oz Martin, for being my special guest this week. It has been a pleasure talking with you today, and I have to see you in PE tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Push-ups all the way. You got 1,000 tomorrow. Sounds like he's gonna be sick tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. And be sure to listen to us next week on the Tiberius Show with your host, Tiberius Boy.
The Tiberius Show is not filmed in front of a live studio audience. Executive producer Joseph Boy. Production editor Pierre Laguerre. Green Room manager Danny Boy. Broadcast associate James Smith. And your program host, Tiberius Boy. The Tiberius Show is copyright 2018.